Have you ever considered the psychological impact of job loss? How it can shape your perspective on life, your self-esteem, and your future? As we dive into the subject, it's important to understand that losing a job is more than just an economic setback. It can also carry a significant psychological impact. People often tie their self-worth to their job, viewing it as a reflection of their skills and abilities. When that job is suddenly gone, it can lead to feelings of worthlessness. This is a natural response and one that many people experience. Along with feelings of worthlessness, job loss can also bring about anxiety. The uncertainty of what comes next, the stress of financial instability, the worry about finding a new job. These are all factors that can contribute to heightened anxiety levels. It's like standing at the edge of a cliff with no safety net in sight, and it can be an incredibly daunting feeling. Depression is another common psychological effect of job loss. The sense of loss and the disruption of routine can lead to feelings of sadness and despair. It's not just about losing a source of income, but also about losing a part of your identity, a sense of purpose, and a structured routine that gave shape to your days. And then there's the fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of failure, fear of judgment. It can be paralyzing, making it difficult to move forward and find a new path. These feelings, worthlessness, anxiety, depression, fear, are all part of the psychological impact of job loss. But it's crucial to remember, they don't define you. They're reactions to a challenging situation. It's important to acknowledge these feelings instead of suppressing them. Give yourself permission to feel these emotions, to understand them, and to work through them. Recognizing the emotional toll of job loss is the first step towards healing and finding a path forward. This is where the journey starts, and we're here to guide you through it. But how do people bounce back from such a significant life event? This is a question that many people ask themselves in the wake of a job loss. Let's delve into a few stories that illustrate the power of resilience and perseverance. Take the story of Jane. She was a senior executive at a top tech firm, and then, one day, out of the blue, she was let go. She was devastated and shocked. But Jane didn't let herself wallow in self-pity. Instead, she took a deep breath and viewed this as an opportunity to explore new avenues. She enrolled in a coding boot camp, honed her skills, and eventually started her own tech startup. Today, Jane's company is thriving, and she is happier than she ever was in her previous job. Then there's the story of John, a factory worker for over 2 decades. When his factory closed down, he found himself unemployed. John felt hopeless, but he refused to give up. He spent hours learning about green technologies, retrained himself, and eventually landed a job in a renewable energy firm. John's resilience and determination to adapt to new circumstances turned a seemingly disastrous situation into a stepping stone to a more fulfilling career. And let's not forget about Sarah. She was a journalist for a local newspaper that folded due to the digital revolution. Sarah was left jobless and felt lost. However, she decided to harness the power of the digital world instead of fighting it. She started a blog, sharing her thoughts and opinions on various topics. Her blog gained popularity, and she was eventually hired by a major online news outlet. These are just a handful of stories, but they all share one common theme: resilience. Jane, John, and Sarah all faced significant setbacks, but they didn't let these obstacles define them. Instead, they chose to see their job loss as a chance to grow and to create new opportunities for themselves. They exhibited a positive mindset, resilience, and perseverance in the face of adversity. These stories serve as a testament to human resilience and the power of a positive mindset. They remind us that it's not what happens to us that defines us, but how we respond to it. So remember, even in the face of job loss, there's always a way to bounce back and find a new path. What do psychologists and career coaches advise when it comes to coping with job loss? It's a question that's on the minds of many, and the answer often revolves around 4 key areas: maintaining a routine, practicing self-care, staying connected, and seeking professional help if necessary. Firstly, maintaining a routine. When you lose a job, it's easy to feel unanchored, adrift in a sea of uncertainty. But experts suggest that creating and sticking to a routine can provide a sense of normalcy and control. This doesn't mean replicating your 9-to-5 schedule, but rather carving out time for activities that enrich and empower you. It could be as simple as starting your day with a healthy breakfast, dedicating a few hours to job searching, or taking an afternoon walk. Secondly, the importance of self-care cannot be overstressed. This is not about indulgence, but rather about taking care of your physical and mental health. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep are essential. But self-care also extends to your mental well-being. Engage in activities that bring you joy, whether it's reading a book, gardening, or listening to your favorite music. Thirdly, staying connected. Losing a job can feel isolating, but it's crucial to remember that you're not alone. Reach out to friends, family, or join support groups, either online or in your local community. Sharing experiences, venting frustrations, and exchanging job search tips can be incredibly beneficial. It's also a good idea to network with professionals in your field, as they may have leads on job opportunities. Lastly, don't hesitate to seek professional help if you're feeling overwhelmed. Career coaches are well versed in helping individuals navigate job loss and can provide personalized strategies for your job search. Similarly, therapists can offer tools to manage stress and anxiety and help you process the emotional impact of job loss. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. You don't have to navigate this journey alone. And while the road may seem tough now, with these expert strategies in your toolkit, you'll be well equipped to manage the challenges ahead. But what if we reframed job loss, not as an end, but as a beginning? Often we see job loss as a devastating blow, a setback that shatters our world. But what if we changed the narrative? What if we saw it not as a tragedy, but as an opportunity? This is not about sugarcoating the reality or denying the pain and uncertainty that comes with it. It's about shifting our perspective, looking beyond the immediate loss and seeing the potential for growth and new possibilities. Imagine job loss as a fork in the road, a chance to explore a path you may not have considered before. Perhaps you've been in the same field for years, doing the same tasks, feeling the same monotony. Now you have the opportunity to pivot, to try something new, to step out of your comfort zone and into a world of endless possibilities. Or consider this, maybe your job loss is the catalyst for you to learn new skills. In today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, there's a wealth of knowledge at our fingertips. With online courses, webinars, and workshops, you can broaden your horizons, keep up with industry trends, or even delve into a completely new field. And then, there's the potential for entrepreneurship. Have you ever dreamt of being your own boss, but never had the time or the push to make it happen? Now could be the perfect time to put your ideas into action, to build something from the ground up. It might be challenging, yes, but it could also be the most rewarding thing you've ever done. Reframing job loss is about seeing the silver lining, recognizing that every cloud has a silver lining, and that sometimes it's the unexpected twists and turns that lead us to where we're meant to be. Sometimes it's through our greatest challenges that we discover our greatest strengths. So remember, when one door closes, another opens. And who knows where that door might lead? So, what have we learned today about coping with job loss? We've taken a deep dive into the psychological impact of losing a job. We've acknowledged that it's a significant life event that can trigger a range of emotions, from fear and anxiety to sadness and even relief. It's important to remember that it's perfectly normal to feel this way. You're not alone in this experience, and it's okay to seek help if you need it. We've also heard inspiring stories of resilience. Remember, resilience isn't about avoiding stress or hardship, but about learning to adapt and bounce back stronger. We've seen how people have turned their job loss into an opportunity for personal growth, discovering new passions or even launching new careers. Their stories remind us that while job loss can be a setback, it can also be a springboard for new beginnings. We've also looked at expert advice on coping strategies. From mindfulness exercises to maintaining a routine, these strategies can help you manage stress and maintain your mental well-being during this challenging time. And remember, it's not just about surviving, but thriving. It's about finding joy, even in the midst of uncertainty. Finally, we've explored the potential benefits of reframing job loss. Instead of seeing it as a disaster, we can choose to view it as a chance to reassess our career goals, learn new skills, or pursue new opportunities. This shift in perspective can help us find meaning and purpose in our experience and empower us to move forward with hope and determination. Job loss can be a difficult experience, but remember, it doesn't define you. You have the strength and resilience to navigate this challenge and emerge stronger on the other side. Let's carry forward the lessons we've learned today and remember that every setback is a setup for a comeback. You've got this.